The film begins with Sofia Flores, a political activist, who is giving a passionate speech in front of a crowd of people protesting in front of the White House. At that time, she believes that America needs an honest government without corruption. Among the crowd, there's a man named Dusty Crane, who is impressed by Sofia's courage and message. Later that evening, Sofia checks her social media and sees a lot of support for her speech, which represents what many people want. However, some people don't like how vocal she is in criticizing the government. Unfortunately, after getting out of a taxi, she is hit by a car and dies. The next day, Travis Block, a skilled FBI agent, is on a mission to rescue his colleague who is trapped in an abandoned house because of a motorcycle gang. Travis distracts the gang members by causing an explosion, allowing him to rescue his colleague and escape from the dangerous situation. The next day, Travis met his boss, Gabriel Robinson, who was the head of the FBI. Travis had a new mission to capture and rescue an FBI agent who was believed to have betrayed the organization. Without hesitation, Travis accepted the assignment. But before he could go on his mission, he took some time to attend his granddaughter Natalie Block's birthday party. In the midst of the celebration, Travis talked to his daughter, Amanda Block, about his plan to retire from the FBI. He felt he was getting too old for dangerous missions and wanted to spend more time with his daughter and granddaughter. During their conversation, Amanda expressed concern for Natalie's safety, so Travis gave her an electric shock device as a birthday gift for added protection. Meanwhile, over at a news agency, editor Drew Hawthorne was talking to journalist Mira Jones about the death of Sofia. Sofia had been critical of the government in her speeches and was allegedly killed by certain individuals because of her views. At the same time, Dusty was in his car when he was suddenly surrounded by patrolling police officers. They had caught him with illegal drugs. Dusty tried to resist arrest, but there were too many police officers, so he had no choice but to surrender. He was taken to the police station. Shortly after Dusty's arrest, Travis arrived to help him. Dusty was an FBI agent who had supposedly turned against the organization, and Travis was on a mission to assist him. At that time, Travis quickly managed to get Dusty released from custody and urged him to leave the police station promptly. On the way, Travis tries to wake up Dusty, who had decided to leave the organization. Travis also asked Dusty to rejoin the organization right away, especially since Dusty was known as a skilled agent. When Dusty heard everything Travis said, he didn't show any interest in rejoining the FBI and remained silent. A little while later, Travis, who remembered he needed to pick up Natalie from school, decided to make a quick stop at her school. Because of this, he had to leave Dusty handcuffed in the car to ensure Dusty couldn't escape while he went to see Natalie. Surprisingly, after Travis left, Dusty noticed a boy who was watching him while he was handcuffed. There, Dusty asked the boy for a pencil, and with it, he managed to open the handcuffs. When Travis left the school and was about to get back into his car, he was shocked to see that Dusty had somehow escaped from his car and was driving a truck to get away. Without hesitating, Travis, who didn't want to lose Dusty, immediately started chasing him in his own car. Inside the truck, Dusty tried to contact Mira and said he had important information to share. Unfortunately, while he was not paying full attention to driving the truck, he lost control and caused the truck to flip over. Fortunately, Dusty survived the accident and quickly got out of the truck to escape from Travis. While running away, Dusty hurried to the news agency where Mira worked to meet her. She was already waiting outside the building for him. Dusty, in a rush, had to hide and told her that he would meet her the next day to share all the information he had because, at that moment, he needed to escape from Travis's pursuit first. Now, Travis was trying to catch Dusty but couldn't. He then met with Gabriel to tell him he failed the mission. Gabriel was disappointed because Travis didn't catch Dusty. There, Travis explained that he was getting too old for dangerous FBI missions and he wanted to spend time with his family. Gabriel didn't agree and told Travis he had to keep looking for Dusty. Meanwhile, Mira told Drew about Dusty, who had important information related to Sofia's death. That evening, before meeting Dusty, Travis asked Mira what Dusty had said to her. Mira said Dusty hadn't told her anything. Travis gave Mira his business card, which surprised her when she found out he was an FBI agent. On the other hand, Dusty was about to give important data to Mira when two mysterious men tried to take it from him. At that time, Dusty didn't want them to have it, so he fought back and even shot at the two men. They had a gunfight, but Dusty managed to escape, even though he got shot in the stomach. The next day, Mira was at her office when she received a phone call from Dusty, who urgently asked her to meet him. Without hesitating, Mira hurried to the location Dusty had mentioned. Unbeknownst to her, Travis was secretly following Mira as she left on a motorcycle. When they reached a building, Mira and Dusty intentionally met in a crowd of tourists to avoid being easily noticed. While Dusty was sharing some information with Mira, he spotted Travis watching them from a distance and decided to run away. Despite the pain in his stomach, Dusty tried to escape from the building, with Travis chasing after him. Eventually, Travis caught up to Dusty. At that time, Dusty, not wanting to return to the FBI, attempted to fight back, and even though Travis was starting to lose his fighting skills due to his age, he managed to overpower Dusty. However, when Dusty, who had climbed over a fence, was about to escape, Travis continued to try and convince him to rejoin the FBI. Hearing that, Dusty was frustrated and explained that he was tired of the FBI because Gabriel kept giving orders to harm civilians protesting government rules. He'd also revealed that Gabriel was behind Sophia's death. Now, Dusty planned to expose all of Gabriel's evil plans to the media by giving Mira all the data. Not long after Dusty left Travis, unexpectedly, the two mysterious men who had targeted him the previous night reappeared and fatally shot him. Before leaving, the two men took the flash disk containing Gabriel's incriminating data from Dusty's pocket. Sometime later, Dusty was given a funeral as an FBI member who had died during a mission. After the funeral, Gabriel approached Travis and asked him to focus on other missions and forget about Dusty's issues. Another time, Travis went to see Mira again to ask about the information Dusty had given her. She admitted that she had only recorded a bit of information about Operation Unity, which Travis knew was a secret FBI operation ordered by Gabriel to eliminate those who opposed the government. In the afternoon, Travis went to Gabriel to ask about the truth behind Operation Unity, which had resulted in the deaths of many innocent civilians. There, Gabriel scolded Travis for his presumptuous behavior towards high-ranking FBI officials. At that moment, Travis, seeing Gabriel's strong reaction, became more convinced that what Dusty had said before his death was true. Because of this, he decided to leave the FBI. However, Gabriel tried to stop Travis by threatening his family's safety if he chose to leave the organization. The scene shifts to Drew. At that time, he was on his way home. There, he noticed that another car was following him. He sped up to avoid the car, but ended up losing control and crashing into another car. After the accident, Drew was semi-conscious and saw two mysterious men who broke his neck, making it look like he had died in a car accident. When Mira heard the news of her boss's death, she realized that Drew had been killed after she had shared the news about Dusty's deliberate killing by the FBI. At his home, Travis tries to find out where his daughter and granddaughter have gone after they suddenly disappeared. The next day, he goes to the hospital where Amanda works and Natalie's school to look for them. Unfortunately, he doesn't get any answers about their whereabouts. Instead, he learns from several people that Amanda and Natalie moved to a new house a few days ago. At that time, Travis suspects that Gabriel is behind the disappearance of his family, so he meets with Gabriel. He asks Gabriel where his daughter and granddaughter are, but Gabriel admits he doesn't know. However, Travis doesn't fully trust his boss and warns that he won't stay quiet if he finds out that Gabriel had a hand in Amanda and Natalie's disappearance. Meanwhile, at the FBI office, Gabriel is seen talking to two mysterious men who happen to be his subordinates running Operation Unity. Surprisingly, Gabriel planned this operation to extend his term as FBI director. He orders the two men to eliminate anyone who gets in the way of his plans, and he even instructs his subordinates to take care of Travis, who he believes knows too much about his secrets. The next day, Mira is having a meeting with her colleagues to talk about their suspicions regarding Gabriel, who they believe is involved in harming people who criticize the government. They brainstorm ways to expose Gabriel's actions. At that time, Mira remembers Travis, who might have important information about Gabriel's crimes. Soon after, Mira meets Travis and asks for information about the FBI that could help reveal Gabriel's crimes to the public. There, Travis tells her that Gabriel keeps important FBI data, including information about Operation Unity, in a safe at his house. Later, as Travis is going home, he spots a parked car with two mysterious men inside, who are planning to harm him. Travis knows about their plan and blows up their car to warn them. Then he rushes to Gabriel's house, points his gun at Gabriel, and demands all the Operation Unity data. Gabriel, cornered, opens his safe and hands over the data to Travis. One day, Travis was saving some files on a USB drive. While he was busy, Gabriel used the chance to run away and called his buddies to come over and harm Travis, who was in his own house. But Travis was clever and expected trouble. He set up traps all around Gabriel's house using things like water puddles and turning off the lights. With these traps, he managed to outsmart Gabriel's friends. Then he led them into a room filled with water and used electricity to defeat them. The next day, Travis was at home with Mira and her friend Emmy, who is a journalist. There, Travis had invited them to talk about the information he found in Gabriel's house. Then, Travis got a call from his friend Dan, who told him he had rescued Amanda and Natalie from Gabriel's men. In that moment, Travis was relieved to hear his family was safe. On another day, Gabriel was leaving the FBI office and getting into a car driven by his personal driver. Little did he know, Travis had dressed up as the driver. During the ride, Travis tried to choke Gabriel. Luckily, Gabriel managed to escape from the car, and they both started shooting at each other until Travis finally trapped the FBI director. At that time, Gabriel, scared that Travis might harm him, decided to give up. He promised to turn himself into the authorities and confess to all his crimes. In the end of the scene, it shows Travis picking up Amanda and Natalie from a safe place. They were thrilled to be back together, especially because Travis revealed that he had retired from the FBI. On the other hand, news spread on the internet that Gabriel had been arrested by the police. There, Mira also contacted Travis to thank him for making Gabriel admit his mistakes. She felt that if the FBI director wasn't arrested soon, she could be his next target. The film ends. The moral lesson from the film is if you want to catch the bad guy, just pretend to be his driver and choke them until they admit their mistake to the police.